Hey guys, Desmond here,
And Creature.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss Drag Race Down Under Season 4.
Hey.
As you can see, RuPaul is no more, and there is a new Queen Bee in the house.
Mm.
So, before we get started, I gotta remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're looking for a goal of 1,000 subscribers, so we need you to subscribe to help us reach that. We are so close, so close, so close. Now, what did we think of the premiere of Drag Race Down Under?
It was a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little underwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
The episode just seemed to drag on.
And
No
see,
pun
I thought
intended.
the opposite. It just seemed to happen so fast because it was only an hour,
Mm-hmm.
which most of them are an hour. But I don't know, just because they were doing that, the runways, and it just really went for me.
Mm.
It really went for me. Overall, I
I
think that
think go ahead.
overall I think this was a good introduction. There's
Mm-hmm.
several queens that I am obsessed with. Other queens, still not sure how I feel just yet, but we're gonna have to see how the show goes on. But they casted. There's several queens that, and don't get me wrong, you're gonna be nervous doing a show like this. But like, there was a
Mm-hmm.
few queens. You could just see that they were nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, baby, I'm gonna need y'all to. Hopefully, that first week, you got it out your system. You know what you're doing now because there were
Mm-hmm.
several of them. I'm like, baby,
There
baby,
was one in particular. I was like, why are you here?
thank you, thank you. But we're gonna
Are
get
you
into it.
sure this is the right show? Are you sure you need to be on the show at all?
But yes, Drag Race Down Under. Here's our new title card. They took RuPaul's name off. But yeah, new queen be in the house. Now,
In the house.
let's go over our entrance looks. For those who are new here, we do a grading system, anywhere from an A plus to an F. Now we normally don't say F. We say it's a no for me, dog. But we usually do a grading system. So if you want to grade along with us, let us know down in the comments. If you agreed, if you disagreed, just keep it cute. Keep it
Mm.
cute. That's all I ask. So up first, we have Lazy Susan from Melbourne, Australia.
Nice.
I thought this was a decent entrance look. It gets a B plus for me.
Like an all yellow version of Johnny Bravo. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's this gets a B for me.
Up next, from Sydney, Australia, we have Vibe. What
Vibe
did you think
is a
of Vibe?
vibe.
What's your score?
Vibe is a vibe, and I give this an A minus.
I agree with your A minus. I thought this was cute. I would like a little bit more on the bottom half. Like I get where she's going, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
like some sparkly tights would have took it to the next level.
Right.
But yeah, so I agree with your A minus, and I would give it myself. Up next, Nikita Iman from Auckland, New Zealand, who now resigns in Sydney, Australia.
Yes.
Nikita, this was everything. This gets an A for me.
Yes. I
And
agree.
and Nikita is one of my new favorites of like all time.
Mm-hmm.
I am obsessed with Nikita. Team Nikita. Up next, we have Mandy Moobs from Brisbane, Australia. Another one that I am obsessed with. I love this
Mm-hmm.
queen's personality.
She does have a great personality.
She reminds
Um.
me, and I hate to compare queens, but she
Mm-hmm.
is the Australian version of Marmalade. She has the same personality as Marmalade. Now the
Mm-hmm.
fashions ain't where Marmalade is, but it's that same personality just in Australia, and I love it. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. But what did you think of this little piggy who went to Drag Race?
This little piggy gotta be.
And this little piggy gets a B plus for me. The wig
It
takes
is.
it to the next level because I really love the ears in the wig. Like that just
Mm-hmm.
that does it. Up next we have Max, the drag queen from Melbourne, Australia. You know, we've seen similar looks like this, but it's still very cute. The wig isn't.
The wig is out the bag.
Yeah, like the wig either needs to be flatter or bigger. It's like in that weird spot in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Like either straighten it out or tease it to all hell.
Right. They didn't flat comb it.
Yeah, just a little, you know. But other than that, this gets a B minus for me.
This gets. I agree with your B minus.
Up next, oh, and she is also our current reigning winner. Her daughter, Miss Isis's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So up next we have Freya Armani from Brisbane, Australia. What did you think of Freya?
Uh, Freya, I am obsessed with. I am obsessed with Freya.
Yeah.
I was sitting there and I was watching and I was like, I need to connect. I need to connect with one of them. Who's gonna catch my connect? Because like when it came to Queen, I was automatically like Queen. I was waiting for that connect. Yeah. Freya is as close to a connect as I've gotten so far. Besides a little bit Nikita, a little bit vibe, but mostly Freya. And
Vibe
this
gives
gets an
me the ick in a way, and I don't know
uh-huh.
just yet. I feel like we need to wait more on
See,
Vibe.
like a little bit more. See, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
I'm on the cusp with vibe, but I'm not quite sure.
yeah, like
I'm not vibing just yet with vibe.
yeah. The
Um,
vibe's not there just yet with Vibe. Okay.
that part. But this gets an A for me. I love this look.
This is a really fun look. The hat kind of throws it off for me, but
The
I still
hat does
like
it for me
the hat
though.
does it for you. The hat
The hat
throws it
does it
off
for
for
me.
me, especially when she took it off and I actually got to look at the hat. I'm like, hmm, okay.
Yeah.
So it gets a B plus for me. I still really like it. Up next, we have Olivia Dreams from Wellington, New Zealand. Whew. Now I will have to say her looks. This look right here,
Hmm.
stunning. This gets an A
Stunning.
for me.
Yes.
I don't think she has the personality for TV.
No. She's extremely dry. Like I don't have the personality for TV.
And it reminds me of Drag Race Philippines season 2. Was it Nicole Porto? Where she came in and she didn't really have a personality. She was the first out. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, her and Astrid, they did that split premiere where one went. Um, but yeah, she kind of gives me that vibe. Like, she has stunning looks, but I don't think she has
Mm-hmm.
the personality for TV. So hopefully, as the weeks go on, the nerves will break down and we'll get to see more
Perk
of
it up a little
Olivia.
bit.
Break it up just a little bit, honey. But yeah, I thought this was an A. This is stunning.
Yes, I agree with your A.
Up next, we have Brenda Breast from Melbourne, Australia. Another queen I'm obsessed with. But what did you think of Brenda?
Um, I like Brenda's look. It's giving me very Mae West, except for the boobs aren't quite big enough. And for somebody whose name is boobs, breasts, you'd think that they'd have bigger ones. But other than that, this gets like a B minus for me.
This gets a B plus for me. I wish it was a different shoe.
That was my other critique.
I wish it was a different shoe. So yeah. Up next, we have Carniford. Love this name, Carniford, from Sydney,
Mm.
Australia. Um, I thought this was a good. I don't understand why some of the queens were kind of reading this look. I thought this was cute. Could it
Mm-hmm.
have more rhinestones? Yeah. There could always be more rhinestones. I'm never going to disagree with that. But yeah, I thought this was a fun look. It gets
Mm-hmm.
a B plus for me.
Um, I agree with your B plus because I mean, it isn't like the best look though, but it shows their personality. I mean, I know more about this queen from their entrance look than I do the rest of them.
And
Honestly,
the mug here, this mug.
top tier.
This mug. I was kind of upset we didn't get this mug on the runway. I'm like, I want this mug back.
Yeah, but that red mug.
We gonna talk about that red mug. Up next, we have Luciana Innocence from Auckland, New Zealand. And apparently she's tall. I always it's always funny to me when I hear other people call somebody tall. I'm like, no, they're not. And I'm not sure if it's just because I'm 6'10" myself. So when I hear somebody else get called tall, I'm like, okay, sure, Jan, she's tall.
But they legit look tall.
Yeah, no, she does. Luciana does look tall, but when I hear somebody gets called tall, I'm like, hold on, let me go down to New Zealand because they shoot this in New Zealand. Let me go down to New Zealand real quick, show y'all what tall is.
This
But
was another person who did not have personality for
yeah,
TV.
but I will say she is trying, and to me, she's trying, but it's not coming through the way she think it's coming through.
Right. Because I don't know if it's a personality act.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's like, oh, I'm just so sweet and innocent.
I think it's the act that she's putting on. Maybe she knows she's a little bit more reserved, so she's like, "Hey, I need to come in there, and, ooh, be a little mysterious. Ooh, can't wait to see what I can do." Yeah, but it's not coming off that way. It's coming, but she's trying, and that I'll give her props for. So we have our 10 amazing queens here. Who had your favorite entrance look?
Freya.
Freya, and mine is right next to it, Nikita.
Hey.
So the room mail goes off, and it is, I'm assuming, the final one from RuPaul because you could tell this is the main stage from UK. So she was like, I'm not even going to shoot the little promos. I guess Michelle's going to do them. But this first one, Mama Ru was like, hey, it's been my honor to bring it to Australasia. And, I'm going to step back and you're going to have your new hostess with the mostest. And that is Michelle Visage.
Michelle Visage.
So we have all of our queens lined up here. Yeah, Nikita for sure. Seen them all lined up there.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, let me look a quick little gander overall. Then I'm like, yeah. I agree. I mean, I made the right selection.
Yeah, even though I was like, why is everybody gagging over the fact that Nikita's pearls pop? Like, that was weird.
Yeah. So Michelle officially welcomes them to Drag Race Down Under, our new hostess with the mostest. And she announces that this week's Maxi Challenge is the runway. They have to bring 2 sickening looks. The first one is called Double Dressing, which is a 2-in-1 reveal that is supposed to be drastic from one to another. Remember that. And then the third one, then the next look is Double Dipping. So they were all assigned a color to bring. So they're going to be paired with the other queen who also was selected with that color. And they have to walk the runway together. I'm like, oh no, baby, I just met you. What do you mean I'm finna have to walk down the runway next to you? Now, the colors that were given out were red, orange, gold, blue, and purple. Hopefully they would have gave me orange. Hopefully they would have gave me orange. But however, I think any of these colors will look great on me. So Michelle Visage sends them on their way, and it's time to hit the main stage. So, for the first time ever, what do you think of our new hostess with the mostest, Michelle Visage, and your score? Because, we talk about her looks all the time, but this is the first time she gets scored.
Right? I am not too fond of this outfit. I'm not quite sure why. I think it's like the angle dress, the print, something about it just does not sit right with me. And it gets a C.
I agree with the cut. I think they should. I wish it was just a straight gown. I
Instead
think
of
if this would have went
asymmetrical.
all the way down to the floor, I think they would look real stunning on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Cause from the waist up, beautiful, love it. So for me, this gets a B minus. So, we are joined this week by our main judge, Isis Avis Loren. So, from my understanding, the way this is going to work this season, the Michelle of the season is going to be our previous winners. They're going to rotate out. So, Isis, Spanky, and Kidamine are going to rotate out in this spot here.
Okay.
So, to start off the season, of course, we're going to have our currently reigning
Mm-hmm.
Isis Avis Loren. We're also joined by Reese Nicholson, who's back, and our extra special guest judge is the fabulous Sasha Colby, the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, season 15,
The
the GODDESS herself. I'm so happy to see Sasha here. It's correct. And like I should have got a full screenshot of her look cuz they showed it
mm-hmm.
like at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha. Sasha.
Mm.
I know we normally don't grade, but if we did, there'll be a lovely A plus there waiting for you. But yes, let's get into. Oh, here's the screenshot. Ooh, I'm sorry. There's another one that's not good either. So up first, we have double dressing. Up first, we have Mandy Moobs. She goes from this curtain ensemble into this
Mm.
black glittery or brown glittery. Don't know which glittery it is
I think
because
it was supposed to be gold.
okay, because the lights was really not giving her no
The
favors
lights
here.
were brown and that gold up.
I am not talking to you, Google. Um, but yeah, with us having so many looks and not so much time left, we're just gonna give our scores and just keep going. So for Mandy, what is your score for the reveal?
Tis a C.
I agree with your C. Up next is Luciana Innocence.
So it's a no for me,
It's
though.
a no for me, dog, as well, just because she didn't follow the prompt. It's supposed to be a
That part.
drastic reveal.
Right. All you did was like take some hooks off and widen it, and you're like, "Yay, I'm a pretty princess."
Like, this is stunning. Like, I really like it, but it's not the brief, so I'm gonna have to give it. It's a no for me, dog. Up next is Carna Ford. What did you think of her 2-1?
This is a B.
Mm-hmm. For
I
me,
like the mug.
oh,
I like the mug, and I like the shape shift into a superhero.
I like the mug on this one. Now, it's not a drastic 2-1,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a no for me, dog, for not following the prompt.
Okay.
Up next is Brenda Breast. I love this so much. I really do. But
Mm-hmm.
again, the prompt was a drastic change in the reveal. I really hope that was said in the prompt because if not, I'm going to feel really bad going in like this. And plus, she don't have a panty on.
Mm.
But yeah, it's going to have to be a no for me, dog, because the prompt wasn't followed. Although this probably was my favorite of this category. But you went from a pink gown to a pink dress.
She went from gown to cocktail dress.
Like, if it was just a regular reveal, oh yeah, I would have ate this up. Like, yes! But it was supposed to be
Right.
a drastic reveal. And like I said, I'm going to feel bad if they weren't told drastic, and once they got there, Michelle was like, a drastic reveal.
Drastic. I mean, honestly though, I really feel like that would be Michelle just putting her emphasis on like we're expecting a drastic, but them just being like, yeah, it has to be a reveal.
And it kind of makes sense because I can't remember which queen said it, but they were like, well, we brought what we brought. And I thought that was kind
Yeah.
of weird that they said that there. Now I'm like, okay, now I'm seeing maybe they weren't, but I'm having to go off the critique that we're being told.
Right. I
So,
mean, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt and being like, they were probably just told you have to do a reveal, like, or a 2-in-1,
mm-hmm.
which makes the most sense for like what we're getting. And they weren't told, like, no, it has to be like a super duper difference from one thing to another. So you can go from pants, sorry, from pants to a dress or something like that.
So what is your score for Brenda?
My score for Miss Brenda is a B minus.
Up next is Freya Armani. Thank you for following the prompt that we were given. The only issue I had was the reveal was a little clunky.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can still see in the back of the dress, especially like in this
Yeah.
screenshot. So that kind of looked it out for me, but I give it a B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the that's where my problem lies in with this particular reveal is the fact that like the coat was still like attached underneath, and like you could have picked a better attachment point for it so that it was hidden and it wasn't like attached, because it looks like they attached it to the top, which I guess would have, I'm assuming, created less bulk and weighed it down so that it fell faster. But they should have attached it at the waist so that it just fell back and the dress just kind of fell down. You could put some quarters at the bottom and it'll fall the way it's supposed to. It gets a C from me.
So up next we have Max Drag Queen, who goes from the crocodile hunter to the crocodile wearer. I thought
Yeah.
this was real cute. I would consider that
Mm-hmm.
it's barely drastic. It fits. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. It gets a B
I'll allow
plus
it.
for me. I thought this was really cute.
Um, I agree with your B plus.
Up next is Olivia Dreams. What did you think of Olivia?
This
Mm-hmm.
this was a no for me, dog.
I give it a C minus. I just need some more confidence on that stage. Like you could, I could tell she's nervous, but I need come out
Mm-hmm.
there and own that stage. This is your moment, baby. Have it.
Mm-hmm.
This is your moment. And even like like I've all I'm constantly nervous. Like that's just I'm at a constant level of nervous.
Of
So
anxiety.
my anxiety is always up here. But I know how
Mm-hmm.
to play it well. I can walk into a room very confident, even though inside my head I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
But with her, she hasn't learned that, and you can just see it all over her face as she's walking. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But yeah,
Brent, I can't believe I'm here. I'm walking the stage. Ah.
up next is Lazy Susan, A plus,
A plus.
A plus, Lazy Susan. Oh, oh. Up next is Nikita Aman. What did you think of Nikita?
Um, this gets a B plus for me.
Mm-hmm. This gets an A for me. I just adored this. I adored this. Up next is Vibe. She did a drastic reveal. I will say that it's just it was not a good drastic reveal.
That part.
So it gets a C.
Yeah, I agree with your C.
So now it's time for double dipping, where two queens will be wearing the same color, and we have to decide who wore it better. Up first, we have Mandy Moves and Luciana Innocence. LaCresha, who wore it better? Mandy or Luciana?
Mandy,
I agree. Mandy wore it better.
this was gorgeous.
Gorgeous! It gets an A for me. I know it's an A.
Was it A?
And Luciana,
Was there?
it gets. My only issue is I think we've seen Diabetes wear this exact outfit. if not something very similar to this. So
It
seeing
does
it,
look a
I'm
lot
like,
like
oh,
diabetes.
Diabetes wore the pink version of this. Remember during the Lollapalooza?
Ooh.
That's what it was. She wore the pink version and she just had on heels instead of a thigh high.
Mm.
That's what that is. That is what that is. It gets a D.
It gets a grade.
Up next, we have Carna Ford and Brenda Breast. Carna, Brenda, who were better?
I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of like Karna's better than I like Brenda's.
Mm-hmm.
I think Karna worn it best.
For me, it was
Karna
Brenda.
I like Karna's better.
Karna's, I just, when she first came, I'm glad the judges said it because I was sitting there and I'm like, your head is not telling me the same thing that your body is.
I mean, yeah,
And
I get
they
that.
once they said Stranger Things, I've never seen it, and now I'm never going to. Um, yeah.
And maybe that's the difference, and that's the reason why I liked hers better than the other one because I've watched Stranger Things. I
Oh, I
knew
took
that
it
was
off my
meant to
list to
work.
watch after that little Noah boy
What
took.
did you do?
Oh, we could talk about him later, but yeah. After him, I'm like, you know what? I'm not watching. No, I'm glad I didn't invest my time in that show. But anyway, Karna, the head was telling me something different from the shoulders down, and I think that's what it is. What she got on isn't bad. It just Brenda's was more cohesive for me. Up next, we have Freya Armani and Max Drag Queen. Who were better, Freya or Max?
Agree with Michelle and give it to Freya because I like Freya's better than Max's.
They were both real.
Fra- Max had better material.
Yeah, they were both really good to me. Uh, I think I'll have to go with Max though. I really have to go with Max. Up next, we have Olivia Dreams and Lazy Susan. Who were better, Lazy Susan or Olivia?
If I'm being honest, I didn't really like either one of them. And who was it? Who's the and like Olivia's her dress started coming apart. If you didn't notice, like it started coming off the side, and she had to hold it to herself to keep it on.
I thought she was ripping it off and then decided not to, but then I was like, oh no, I think it was falling off.
That part.
I'm like, well, at least she had
Um,
a cute little, I guess you can call it a reveal if she had the lip sync be like, woo.
right. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of this look, but I get the concept, and because I get the concept, I'm gonna say Lazy Susan more better.
Lazy Susan wore it better. And I know we're not scoring this one because we're picking who wore it better. But
Like,
if we were scoring this one, A plus
mm,
plus 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 a plus 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 plus. Okay? My God. Up next, we have the orange team of Nikita Iman and Vibe. So who were better? Nikita or Vibe?
I mean, I'm gonna say again, not necessarily camp person, but I kind of like the campy vibes of vibe. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm assuming you because you just love Nikita. You're like, no, Nikita wore it better.
No,
You know it.
Nikita wore it better. Now Vibes is great. Like I'm not gonna sit and act like Vibes was just boo boo garbage.
Right.
But Nikita wore it better. Like I'm gonna need you to go to the eye doctor. And here's the biggest issue I had with Nikita, not Nikita,
Hmm. Vibe.
Vibe. The shoes don't match. That's why I got this particular screenshot because that's what threw me out of the illusion. The shoes don't match.
The shoes look like piss.
That hurt my feelings. So, out of all these queens here, who had your favorite collection of looks for the evening?
Mm. to say. Wait, go back. Go back. Wait. What did Mandy wear?
Who?
I'm gonna have to say Lazy Susan.
I might have to say it too. But then they were judged in, I don't want to say teams, but they were judged with their color pair.
They were judged in pairs.
Yeah, they were judged in pairs. Everybody got judged this week. The only thing is, I had a feeling this was going to be a non-elimination going into this. Because, that's kind of the new normal now for the first episode to be non-elimination. I would have really liked if they would have just had the 6 best to stay up there. Give them great critiques and then just have a top 2 lip sync for this episode. Because, nobody did, bad.
No.
Nobody just was, straight up boo-boo garbage. Even those who don't know what a drastic reveal is, they weren't bad. So I think I would have done, the top 6 and then have the top 2 lip sync for the win for this week.
I mean, and in all honesty, that's where the disconnect happened for me. The rest of it did go really fast, but it was once we got to the judging just seemed to drag on forever.
For me, I think I would have had Lazy and Nikita lip sync for the win. Instead of having Luciana and Karna lip sync for their life and then just save both of them.
Right.
But we found out that Lazy Susan is the winner of this week's challenge. If there's going to be one winner, it's Lazy Susan for me.
Yeah.
Because she killed every category this week. The 2 on the runway. And I know the entrance look wasn't judged, but it was a good entrance look. So I shall bring it up. And then we find out the bottom 2 is Luciana and Karna Ford. They lip synced to Rush by Troye Sivan. When the song started, I was like, we're doing Troye Sivan? Babe, I feel the rush, addicted to your touch. Oh, I feel the rush. Listen, Troy's last album, if y'all ain't go listen to it now. Because that's probably his best album. And see, I didn't know Troye Sivan from his YouTube days. I just recently found out he was a YouTuber before all this. I'm like, he was? But yeah, he was.
You want to know why I knew he was?
How come?
Because he was in the Thank You Next video.
Okay. A lot of people were in the Thank You Next video.
But everybody that was in the Thank You Next video was all YouTubers.
Oh, see, that I didn't know. But yes.
With the exception of, the one dude from the actual movie.
Yeah. But what did we think of this lip sync of Rush by Troye Sivan?
Karna brought it.
Karna ate her. Hell, I even got a screenshot of Sasha lip syncing along. She was giving more than Luciana was.
Right.
And I'll have to say that wig reveal that was shake, 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 shake. She did that.
Yeah.
Shake, shake, shake.
Because, what they did, because they almost did her dirty, because you see her taking the Demogorgon head off, and I was like, oh, no, you were not about to sit here and lip sync in just your cap. And then she flipped that cap off, and whop, 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 and I was like, oh, okay.
And this split that she needed the start of the stage to do, that was nice. That was real nice. Real nice. Karna, great job this week. Now, Michelle made her decision. Well, I'm sorry. The judges made their decision. She made it very clear that it was we made our decision. I'm like, no, I want Michelle to make the decisions. Not no we. I want you to make the decisions. But hey, if we're going to do everybody, okay, cool. The judges made their decision, and both queens will be staying in the competition.
Yep.
To the moon. So they danced the night away, and we find out next week they're going to be doing a girl group challenge with their extra special guest judge, Queen Kong. I'm so excited, mother. Where's my pen? Oh crap, what'd I do with it?
Mine is hanging.
I put it somewhere to hang it up. Now I don't know where I put it. But yes, Mother will be back in the house next week.
Look, you
And
ain't
I
finna call in, mama.
and I just wanted
Look.
to get this. I had to get this screenshot of Michelle's look next week.
Oh, now that is.
I'm ready to see this full thing because from chest up, I'm living.
It's giving.
It's giving. So I need to see the rest of this. And it better be just as good as this chest up moment we got right here.
Hmm.
But honey, that's all I got in these streets. You got anything else?
Nope.
All right, well, tell the kids where they can find you on the social medias.
You can find me at Cresh McGill at CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDSMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.